It's time for the weekly pull for June 17th, 2015. Once again, this was a big week in comics, so I'm going to try to go through these as quickly as possible. First up, we have Astronauts in Trouble, #1. This is a reprint of an old series in which Charlie Adler from The Walking Dead drew. This is how Robert Kirkman found him. It's written by Larry Young, and just like Walking Dead, it's a no-colored book. Next up, we have Doomed, #1. This one is written by Scott Lobdell, and this is about, instead of the normal Doom, Superman Doomed, a kid gets these powers, and he has to decide on how to use them. Next on the list, Dr. Fate, #1. Oh, I'm not sure. After looking at the previews, I'm not sure if this is something I'm really going to enjoy, but it is a #1, so I picked it up anyway. We'll see if it makes it on the top of the stack later this week. Then, from Image Comics, we got The Empty Zone, #1. Art on this looks beautiful. Not quite sure about the story, but it's a #1 as well. I love picking them up, love reading them, whether they're bad or good. It's always nice to read a good #1 and see what it's all about. Next, Justice League of America, the JLA, #1. DC has a #1 coming out. Excited to see this. I love the Justice League. I love everything about it. Superman, Green Lantern, Wonder Woman, Cyborg, Flash, Batman. I mean, who doesn't love the Justice League? And with the movies coming out, this is a perfect time to put out another #1, get people on board, and see if we can get some interest around this thing. Also, a week of #1s. We got Martian Manhunter, #1. Glad to see him back. Glad to see him doing his thing. Haven't read it yet, but I'm hoping it's good. Then, another #1, we have Robin, Son of Batman. This takes place after all the events of Robin and Batman and the whole story that went there with hell and dying and all sorts of crazy stuff. So I'm interested to see where this picks up as a #1. Maybe more interest will come to this one as well. Then, Image Comics. It's a sad day for the end of Alex and Ada. #15. We get closure. We get to see the finale. I want to know what happens. I have loved this series. The art is just so simple, so beautiful. And the story is really good. I really like the story. If you haven't read this, I may be reviewing it this week, so stick around and see what I have to say. If it's something that interests you, I mean, the trades are out there. It might be something you want to pick up. Then, from DC, we got Astro City, #24. Busiek and Anderson, as well as Ross. Just an ongoing series that's been going on for quite a while. And this one, #24, is the 3rd volume of this. So there are a lot of Astro Cities out there. It's a really good superhero comic book, not in the same vein as other superhero comic books. So this is something you may want to look at. I may be reviewing it as well. Then from Boom Studios, we got Burning Fields, #5 of 8. Ongoing kind of paranormal, cultish comic about oil fields and cults and monsters, and it's just really crazy. It's written by Michael Marecki. It's really good. I'm liking it. I thought it might have been a little better, but it is picking up, and it's really getting into the cult thing, which is why I was in it to begin with. Next, we got Lazarus, #17. This is a Rucka book. It's really good. It's really good. It's just really good story, really good action sequences, and the art is really good for that. About a woman, a Lazarus. People own these things. They can regenerate them. They can bring them back. They're kind of like assassins for them. But overall, very good book. Looking forward to getting into this one. And then, always on the top of my list, Low, #7. I love this book. I love this story. I love the art. I love everything about this. A lot of people aren't up there with where I am with it, but I just love this book. If you haven't read it, maybe pick up #1, Image first or something to see if it's for you, but the art took me a minute to get used to, but now I'm so on board with this book, and I just can't wait to read this one. Then we got Manifest Destiny, #15, continuing on our Lewis and Clark adventure, going through the arches, trying to find all these anomalies that are happening around it. Very interesting, very different. Art is good as well. Chris Dingus does this one with art by Matthew Roberts. Another book I'm shocked by and still still getting it after 30 issues, is Revival. Kind of zombie-ish, but not flesh-eating zombie. They're just people who raise up from the dead and go about their business. But this one, it just, I don't know. I think it's kind of something special. And I really like the story, really like the art, and you really should just maybe look into the synopsis of this and check it out if you haven't already. Next up, Southern Bastards, number 9. Continuing the story to see what this coach is going to do next. I mean, it's just a really good story as well. Looking forward to reading that. Then we got Superman Wonder Woman, number 18. Just continuing on that story. DC Comics. Really looking forward to getting back into The Surface with issue number 3 by Alesh Kott. Art, fantastic. Acid trip, crazy. Story, crazy, mind-opening, bizarre. Love it. Can't wait to read this. Then we got Trees, number 10 by Warren Ellis. Art by Jason Howard. This is such a good story. The last one, I didn't really care for that much. But I did love it. I'm hoping to get back on board with it with this one. Some sort of weird twist or something. So stay posted. Last but not least, Wonder Woman number 41. She's back with her new suit, with her Wolverine-ish blades, ready to go. Art looking great. Can't wait to dive into this one. And that's it for this week's Weekly Pull. What is it that I'm getting that you also got? What did I miss? What should I be reading? Out of those, what should I review? Make sure you like, comment, and share, and tell me what I need to know in the comments below. Always stay geeked up, and always hug a xenomorph. Are you looking for E3 coverage but you don't have much time? Well, you come to the right place. This is E3 in under 5 minutes. Thunderdome, not a road warrior. I don't suggest you go. Morton Joe has an army who don't hardly play. I warned you, have a lovely day.